Hi folks, Linda Janex here, Realty One Group with another quick tip. We've already gone through curb appeal. Today's topic's just going to be going over actually staging inside the home. This is one thing I definitely go over with all my sellers before we even get their home on the market. Of course, before we even take any photos, it's the first step in the marketing. People say, well, why do I need to stage? Can't I just watch one of those shows on HGTV and figure it out? No. There's a couple major things. Being an accredited staging professional, I would go over certain elements with you that are pretty huge in the unconscious mind of a buyer. You wouldn't think it, but buyers get the impression of your home the first few seconds they walk in it. Of course, if they can smell something, it doesn't smell, if it's dog, if it's cat, if it's anything, if it's cigarette smoke, that's going to immediately turn a buyer off. So we say, if we can smell it, we can't sell it. That's a huge, huge thing. It's very true. We address the scents first, and there's definitely things we can do to eliminate those. So it's not a big factor. Next, I go through the home and I definitely start to depersonalize it by taking, all personal photos off the walls. You don't want these things up. I have sellers ask, well, why? What's the big deal? Well, I've personally shown several homes, lots of homes, where buyers will stop and start to look at these photos, It's a distraction. And sometimes I've had people say, oh, I know these people. Oh, these people go to my church. Or, so it's one of these things you don't really want to put yourself in that home. If you can see other people's photos hanging up about, obviously it's their space. You want the buyer to be able to envision it as theirs, their hopefully new prospective place. So that's a really big thing, is depersonalizing it, and especially third is decluttering. That is also a huge part of staging. You want to declutter the home so you can actually see the space that we are selling. Obviously, when we declutter, the space looks larger, and furniture always makes the home, if it's done right, look larger. So that's why, if we have vacant homes, we don't always like to show them vacant. We like to stage them. And a common thing that you'll hear me say is, staging a home is cheaper than your first price reduction. And it actually really is, being that most price reductions are more than $5,000 here in Southern California. You could easily stage your home for $5,000 and get, an amazing amount of interest and attraction because you have taken the time to go and stage your home with someone like me, an accredited staging professional. So it makes all the difference. I highly, highly, highly recommend always paying attention to staging, even in a hot market. Even if you think, oh, you know what, I don't need to stage. Things are flying off the shelf right now. We have low inventory in Southern California. What you need to understand is people will view your home as more valuable when it looks better. People do, So you will get more offers, you'll get more interest. So that's kind of my tip of the day. For interior staging, I can send out a full report for your home that's got a lot of details that you can just walk through. It's a PDF, so go to my website, Homes for Sale, Orange County.